I've been running the Series S for a while. I've actually been playing a little bit of games on it, as well as just running back and forth on Red Dead 2. I don't necessarily have a stress test devised for this thing yet. Since it's all digital, I can't use any of my conventional disc-based games, so I had Red Dead 2 digital, and so far it's doing pretty good. I have my temp probe on it through my fluke meter, and it's been sitting at around this temp, 45 degrees centigrade. And I mean, without any base of reference, I would say that's good enough. Oh, now I'm being attacked by wolves. Sort of one of the consequences of trying to run a stress test on Red Dead 2 is it's just too random. Way too unpredictable for me to truly leave unattended, because I'll step away and then I'll die. And then I'll come back and my character's just standing there. It's like, wait, I sent you on a path to cross the map, not stand there. So this is probably the best I can do as far as stress testing is concerned. And I mean, it seems to be doing pretty good. Doesn't shut off due to the thermal throttling, and 45 degrees Celsius is very mild temp. And this is just measuring the exhaust. The APU is most likely going to be much hotter than that, but I don't necessarily need the probe directly the APU, and just knowing that it is kicking out exhaust like that is good enough for me, as far as I understand. So, turn it off. Yeah, and it's been working great. I mean, I put a few hours into it last night playing First Ascendant, and then, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes this morning just running back and forth on Red Dead across the map. So I think I'm pretty good to put this thing back together and figure out a way to test this thing a little more thoroughly. A stress test on Red Dead might be my best option, and I'm just going to have to check all the ports. I can't check the storage expansion port because I don't have one. Microsoft, in their infinite wisdom, decided to use a proprietary interface for M.2 storage expansion, which I thought was a bad idea when it was announced, and it still persists as an awful idea. So let me grab the shell pieces. I did clean them. Here we are. And I think I cleaned up pretty nicely, all things considered. Nothing got knocked out of place. I mean, there's a button here from a controller I disassembled and cleaned alongside it. Yeah, but other than these screw posts being completely boned by the person who reassembled this last time using the wrong screws and just completely demolishing these screw posts, they still work. What I might do is supplement it with a little bit of super glue. Just put a little bit on the outside just to hold the screw post together. Maybe even just a little. I may actually screw this in a little ways and then UV glue it. I just don't want that screw post to disintegrate, necessarily. I'd rather it stay together because it's not necessarily a structural piece, so I'm not too worried about it, per se. I just don't want it getting worse. This is probably not the last time I need to disassemble this thing. Just in case I need to do any, I need to grab any numbers. Or, well, it might be the last time I open it, but it depends. Like, I might change out that resistor series that I have, or that little little resistor tower that I made. It works, and it won't. I'm fairly confident in its longevity as a structure. It's not just gonna topple over one day and you get a no boot situation, but it's definitely, I would say, a little less solid than just a singular resistor laying flat on the board. It's not interfering with anything, so I don't know. I haven't decided yet if I want to replace it. I don't have those resistors anyway. I have them on order, so or a big resistor kit on order, so we'll see. For now, I'm not going to worry about that. But aside from... I mean, not even aside. Everything works. I can't seem to find a fault. So... seemed to be that resistor was the main problem. Probably some type of like safety shutoff the console was engaging in when it couldn't detect the 0.7 volts on the other end of the resistor. Whatever that's doing for the circuit, maybe it's like a enable pin or something. I'd have to study the schematics again to really sort of identify what it is, and it's not like I would really know what that is anyway. I'm not much of an electrical engineer. So as far as I'm concerned, a lot of that's still black magic. My batteries in my flashlight are dying. Let me swap them out. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's better. Hopefully this helps. If not, it'll do nothing. And, I mean, that's also acceptable. I'll at least help keep it from crumbling apart. Even just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't exactly restore the post. But it shall suffice. Okay. I gotta remember how this hot metal sandwich goes in. It's actually not that hot. It's cooled down pretty nicely. Now if I put it in PC side or PCB side first, so that little PCB over there, whatever it actually does, seems to slot in a lot nicer. And then I just kind of clip this back plate around it, and it's together. Slide that on. I don't think I'll get over just how easy it is to actually assemble these things. And disassemble these things. It's almost too easy. I mean, despite those screw posts being kind of fucked up, they still screw in tight. Don't want to go too tight, though. There we are. Xbox Series X. Xbox Series S. Not X. I don't want to work on an X. The X looks scary. It's a big PCB sandwich.